A frigid wind blew through the dim and dafty corridors of Count Black. Bowser, Peach, and even brave Luigi were gone. Mario was the only hero left. It was up to Mario to stop the dark prophecy. Every world hung in the balance. What thrilling conclusion awaited our hero? Mario ran to the Count's inner sanctum, his mustache fluttering in the breeze. Chapter 8-4 Tippy and Count Black. So it's just us left now, isn't it? Reminds me of the time we first met. I'm so sorry, Mario. I promised you that I would help you find your friends. And now, all of them are gone forever. What? You're saying you know they're still alive? Maybe you're right, and they did somehow survive. They are heroes. I'm going to believe in them. And I'm going to believe in him most of all. And welcome to the final chapter of Super Paper Mario. This is honestly really exciting to be recording right now because I love this game. And oh my goodness, am I excited to demonstrate the last part of it. This is going to be an awesome video. So, just a bit of a heads up, but this chapter is going to be split off into a couple of videos, so even though the title is just going to say chapter 8.1 and 8.4 and things like that, it is going to be split into across multiple videos, so the reason will make more sense when you see the title for the finale and things like that, because like I had the chapter number in parentheses, but I also do that for finales now, so it would be a little bit confusing if I did that. But anyway, what we want to do is we want to continue onward. So we have some bad guys over there. But if we flip into 3D, I think I might be wrong about this. Yeah, okay, I'm definitely wrong about this. Actually, no, I'm right. It's the oldest trick in the book, and I forgot about it. There's a hidden door here. Let me make it visible for you. That's the oldest trick that they use in this game, and I keep forgetting about it. But anyway, we want to continue across this area. We have some pretty good platforming challenges right now. So as we go across this area, I'd like to talk a little bit more about the game's lore, because there's an interesting fact about some of the characters we haven't actually discussed yet. So, if you go into the Flopside Cafe, then you'll be able to learn some more about the game's lore and things like that, and the characters in there will talk about some of the more interesting, little-known facts about the game. Unfortunately, when I was trying to record footage for that, not a single interesting one came up. So we'll save that for like bonus videos and things like that, but there's one in particular that I really wanted to talk about, and that's Nastasia, how you pronounce her name. So, it only really implies that Count Black somehow saved her, but doesn't really go into much detail on the exact situation that they met. One of the stories that the guy in the Flopside bar will tell you is that when somebody was looking for their lost loved one, they came across a bat in a cage. They saved the bat and later woke up the next day finding a woman they had never seen before, thanking them for saving them. We don't actually know exactly who it is, but it's heavily implied that the man is Count Black, the lost love is Tippy, and the bat who turned into the woman was Nastasia. I found this a really interesting detail, and something you wouldn't really know otherwise unless you're going out of your way to look for it. And it's a really cool detail, and it's kind of unfortunate that it's locked behind an area that's kind of obscure, that you don't really go into a whole lot. And there's a lot of details like that that are really interesting that I'm excited to talk about more a little bit later down the line. There is one other story that we will be going over a little bit later in this episode, either in this video or the next one, but just keep that in mind. Now, I believe the thing you want to go to is over here. There's a warp pipe down here. Just kind of lost in thoughts with the Flopside Cafe story thingy, so wasn't entirely paying attention to the game. Flip into 3D, and there is a tiny platform over here. So, Daddy, it's your time to shine. Even this far in, we're still using a wide variety of pixels. I love this game. We get a small key, we can open a locked door. Yeah, I love jumping around in small... I love jumping around in cells. Blah, words are difficult to speak. I love jumping around in small pathways like that because this looks really funny. Next up, we'll be going over this way, and I will not continue the rest of the level tiny, as funny as that would be, but that also makes platforming a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. We'll continue on over here, wait for our platform to come by. There we go. And the door leading towards our destiny is going to be located up here. So coming up, we have another new enemy we can use Tippy on. That enormous white beast is a legendary Megamoth. Maximum HP is 200 and attack is 8. They can trample nearly anything. It has a huge amount of HP, so it would be very hard to try to take down. They are gods among moths. However you're supposed to pronounce that. I cannot word right now. I apologize for that. So, if you want, this is a great place to kind of level grind for last minute experience, especially if you're able to do that. I am terrible at that, and I kind of don't want to go through all that effort because it is very time consuming and it's a little difficult to do. But we might keep trying anyway. We're gonna need to try and take one down. Actually, no, I give up. I'm bored. Yeah, there's a lot of these moths around here, so if you have the patience for it, this could be a good level grinding spot right before the end. But I don't have the patience for it. Now here is going to be a really interesting area. We're going to wait a little bit for the 3D meter thingy to go back up. We got some of these jerks around here. I don't remember the names off the top of my head. So, what you want to do, first area, go through 3 of these doors. And then I believe it'll be down here. So this is going to be like a big giant labyrinth that you'll be going through. I might get a little bit turned around in this place, and I do apologize for that. I don't entirely remember the layout for this. I did practice before recording this, specifically to try to remember this pattern. But if I do get turned around, then I do apologize for that. So I believe we want to go through here next, and then up here. Yeah, this looks familiar. Yeah, this is definitely where we want to go. Yeah, we're going the right pathway. It's going to be awesome. But there's probably a catch card around here that I'm forgetting about, and we're not going to demonstrate it right now. Okay, now this is the part where I get turned around at. So, where do we want to go? I want to go over here. Is it going to be... Nope, it's not. Okay. There's a doorway around here that leads to a treasure chest. That's what I'm looking for right now, because that's kind of going to be the big indication that we're heading in the right direction. Like, you get away from me. You get away from me. I do not want your ice cream. Yep, there's a treasure chest. We got the treasure chest, and it is super shiny. And it contains a really useful health power-up right there. It's pretty good. So, in the area with the treasure chest, head all the way back down here. And then I believe you want to continue here. This is the direction I believe you want to go. And at the very end, there's going to be another doorway. So, that's pretty fun. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to be stuck there for a long time, but we did it! We did it flawlessly, and it was awesome. We got a grand staircase up ahead. full health refill, it could only mean one thing. The end is near. So without further ado, let's go inside.